Hi and welcome back to my channel, and as you've guessed, I'm continuing with the series I started last month, and this time we're looking at the astrology for November. And as the title suggests, this one is for Sagittarius rising people, and I've been still guided to stick with the decks I used last month. And so we're going to be looking again into messages from the arcana of astrology. And then after that, we'll be looking into the astrology reading cards. And then from there, we'll look into the numinous astro deck, see what messages come through for you there. And then after that, we'll be looking into the Star Codes astro deck, get some messages there, and that'll be the astrology side of it. And then we'll get some messages from the numerology guidance cards for you, followed by notes from the universe on abundance, get some abundance messages, and then we will finish off with some guardian angel messages for you for the month of November. See what they want you to know. Okay, so we'll get into it. With the what's going on at the moment, you would have already known that we had a partial solar eclipse in October, and depending on when you watch this, we may not yet have had the full moon eclipse. So the thing is, we're in eclipse season, and that in itself can be pretty intense. And then we add to that you've probably also heard that Mars, by the time you watch this, it will have been in retrograde. It will have become retrograde, stationing retrograde in October and going retrograde in November. And so Mars is going to be retrograde until I think at least February next year. But as I've said as well in other videos, I also class the pre and post shadows, like pre-shadow before it happens, then the post-shadow time frame of it, because if you think about it, you probably may have, because no matter what sign you are anyway, Mars when it's direct is about fiery passions and going for things and pulling out all the stops and that sort of thing. But when it's in retrograde, things are slowing down, not moving fast enough, getting frustrated. No matter what sign you are, you're bound to feel some measure of frustration, and this is where the pre-shadow would have been the last couple of months. You've probably started feeling that, or noticed others that are feeling that way, or that things just don't seem to be moving forward quick enough or something like that. And coupled with that, the eclipses, because we're in the eclipse season, so that's also quite a bit of intensity that we've got, that we're having to deal with in November. Okay, so your first card here, 9th house. Sagittarius rising, yes, that's your first house, but 9th house is Sagittarius energy, no matter what sign it's in, and I think that is in Leo for you. Ooh. Okay, oh, Lilith. Oh. I like Lilith. Black Moon Lilith. So this might be about a personal power thing for you guys as well. Had a bit of that come through with a couple of other signs too, stepping into your power. Okay, what are the messages for Sagittarius rising? What do they need to know for the month of November? What other messages can they get for the month of November? What do they need to know? Any other? Oh, hang on. It looks like these would have. Oh, there's a few. Okay. What have we got here? Lunar eclipse, yep, happening around, I think, the 8th of November. Pallas Athena, we'll look her up in the book. Gemini. Well, Gemini is your descendant, actually. Your Sag rising, so the opposite of yours, the opposite of Sagittarius is Gemini. And your descendant is what, like you, in life, okay, your ascendant is on that side, your descendant is on that side. And the idea is that through your life you learn to balance both opposing energies, so to speak, so that you have a balance between the Gemini and the Sagittarian signs for you. So any other messages? So Gemini is, what's that? Well, that would be your 7th house, wouldn't it? Relationships. Okay. So any other messages for the Sag rising? Are we done with this deck for now? Oh, no, we're not. Capricorn. Well, what's that? Your 2nd house? Juno. 1st quarter moon. Right. Okay, 1st quarter moon happens after a new moon. Now, the eclipse is going to be on the 8th, so 2 weeks later will be a new moon after the 8th. What's that? What's that, the 22nd, or have I got the dates wrong there? Somewhere around the 20th, that will be the new moon phase. Then around 3.5, 4 days, I think, after the new moon, within a week of the new moon, you will have this 1st quarter moon phase. And the 1st quarter, because it's after a new moon, the 1st quarter, 1st quarter moon is about recommitting to things. If you made, if you work with the moon and you've made your wishes at new moon, and you might have sort of fallen off the wagon, so to speak, with making strides towards whatever goals you wanted to. Well, the 1st quarter moon comes along to say, okay, how committed are you to having whatever wishes or dreams or goals manifest in your life? 3rd quarter moon is different because it's after the full moon, and it's if you haven't done the release work or you haven't fully done it at full moon, then you'd be like, okay, what else do you need to release? What are you still holding on to that's holding you back, kind of thing. Okay, I think we're done with this. Okay. So we'll move on to the next deck. Oh, I'm all over the place. Sorry, guys. I was going to read a couple of things, like Lilith. We'll jump into... where's Lilith? There she is. Okay. Inner reading, Lilith. When we start to stand up for ourselves, I thought as much. We are often faced with backlash and further punishment. Lilith asks that we don't back down. Continue to push forward. In fact, you have the capacity to downright destroy those who continue to oppress you. Boom. Yeah. Got a feeling Pallas is going to add to that. Call upon this powerful figure of womanhood when you feel like you don't have enough strength left. Now, this is also, it says womanhood, but this is, no matter what gender you are, male or female, we've got masculine and feminine energies, and we can call on Lilith no matter what gender we are anyway. The female energies are there for us. Call upon this powerful figure of womanhood when you feel like you don't have enough strength left. Sometimes strength is just walking away from the people you are told you are supposed to love, or the goals and expectations others have set for us. Yeah, Lilith, she's like in the fables or whatever, she just wasn't going to stand up. Oh wow, Palace is right next to there. She isn't going to be told what to do. End of story. It's not going to happen. In a reading, when Palace appears in your reading, it is time to make a plan. Weighing the pros and cons of a situation is going to help you in the long term, in the long run. The physical act of writing your ideas down brings them to life. This helps us look at the bigger picture. We often think just about our next step, but strategizing further down the line will help ensure our victory. Now, strategy, did you get... Yeah, you got Capricorn. Yeah, strategy. Where's your Capricorn? Oh, that's the second house, isn't it? Yeah, Sag rising, of course. Second house, your money house. Sorry. Where are we up to? Strategizing. I lost my physical act. Strategizing further down the line will help ensure your victory. Become a defender of your community. Palace is not a me energy, it is a we energy. Just like we have to look at the bigger picture of a personal situation, we are also part of the bigger picture. You're Sag rising, you know all about the bigger picture in society. Your friends and neighbours, Gemini, friends and neighbours, may have ideas that can be utilised to benefit everybody. Right. So then we look at Juno. Okay. In a reading. When Juno appears in a reading, it is time to take a look at your relationship and evaluate what is working and what is not. Make sure your focus is not only on the history of this relationship, but also the possible future of it. Juno never makes a flippant or sudden decision, which a lot of sudden things can happen at eclipse time, especially with a lunar eclipse, because it's full moon eclipse, and full moons are about endings, and that's like, for some people it can be a big ending, and it may not happen right on the full moon, because if being an eclipse, it can be 3 to 6 months either side of it as well. Yeah. And it doesn't always have to be that a relationship might end. It might be a certain dynamic within a relationship needs to end and something better replace it, if that makes sense. Okay, Juno never makes a flippant or sudden decision, because that's why I was thinking also with Mars retrograde, trying our best not to make any sudden decisions, or at least try not to decide with our emotions, because as I think I said before, Mars retro will often have us more reactive than we normally would be, and I'm meaning that for any sign. It doesn't matter what sign. It's going to frustrate everybody no matter what sign we are. Juno never makes a flippant or sudden decision. She looks at every possible angle of a situation. It's the perfect time to make a list of the pros, cons, or indiscretions. Is your partner meeting your needs? Are you meeting their needs? If your partner strives for stability and you want excitement, being a Sag rising, yes, how are you going to balance these desires? If you are not partnered up, this is a great time to do some self-reflection on what you bring to the table, the boundaries you want to set, or even if you want to be in a romantic relationship at all. It's up to you. That Lilith makes her own decisions, and so will you. Okay, so I might just still read the other couple of moon phases. Where are they? Over here. Well, we've got lunar eclipse. and we've got first quarter. There's first quarter, but that came after. So we'll just have a quick read of lunar eclipse for you. In a reading, the lunar eclipse occurs when the moon moves behind the earth and ends up in its shadow. It may seem strange that something in a shadow can be known as the illuminator, but that is because this event only takes place during a full moon. A lunar eclipse carries the same message as a regular moon, but intensified, like I was saying. Truths that we may not be ready to see are going to come to light. Yeah, because that's what an eclipse does. If we're holding on to something, and, you know, if we question ourselves deep down and go, is this really for, you know, benefiting us or the other or anything like that? If we're honest with ourselves, if there's something that we're holding on to and we're not willing to let go of it, the eclipse will unceremoniously just go, that's it, moving on. You know, they'll take it away. They'll make it go in some way. And then you're left with, like, the carpet's pulled from under you kind of thing. That's the nicest way to explain it, actually, because it can be really unceremonious and really jarring if you're not willing to make the changes yourself. But if you're forewarned and, you know, you take a bit of a stock of, okay, what's going on, what's working for me, what's not, what am I wanting to do for myself? What am I compromising? Lilith doesn't want to compromise, so, you know, there's that as well. If you're compromising on something, this is going to happen anyway, so you might as well work on whether that's something you should be doing to yourself or not. Okay, so now we'll read first quarter moon. Okay, at the first quarter moon, the stems and leaves you are developing are beginning to take real form because it's just after a new moon. Your intuition is getting stronger by the day, so placing trust in yourself is paramount to reaching the next stage. You already have the answers you are looking for. As the moon grows, so can nagging thoughts and doubts. The moon is going to continue her cycle whether you accompany her or not. So you may as well keep going. Yeah. Yeah, keep going. So far we've got 9th house. Leo's in your 9th house, so Leo hasn't yet come through. But we've got Gemini and Capricorn. 2nd and 7th? Yeah, that's right, 2nd and 7th. 2nd house, 7th house, and 9th house. Okay, what else does my Sag rising friends need to know for November? What do they need to know for November? What energies do they need to work with for November? What do they need to look at in their chart, perhaps? Oop, that almost came out. Sag risers, what do they need to know? What messages do they need to know? Okay. Rising people. What? Okay. Libra. Well, Libra energy is 7th house. Okay. Wasn't that Libra? Yeah, I think so. Both air anyway. It's an air. 7th house is Libra related things like relationships. Gemini is the communicator. Oh, sorry. There it is. Okay. This energy is diplomatic and gracious. It seeks harmony and balance in relationships. Yeah. What else? Sagittarius rising people. What do they need to know for November? What could help them to work through November in the best possible way for them? Energies. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, boom. Okay. Let's see what's come through here. Capricorn. Well, that's your second house. And Capricorns come twice. It's your money house. The energy around you is serious, materialistic, and hardworking. It bestows shrewdness and cautious ambition. You haven't got Saturn yet. Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn and 10th house. You don't have 10th house yet either. Oh, you do now. Okay, the 10th house. Your achievements and status in the outside world, career and status, yeah. Okay. Oh. Venus. Wow, okay. The part of you that desires beauty, success, indulgence, and valuables. Well, Taurus. Venus, it rules Libra and Taurus. Capricorn is your second house, isn't it? Yeah. 10th is Virgo, isn't it? Right. Okay. And Sag rising. Okay. This energy imbues power, superior confidence, excuse me, and enthusiasm with faith, good fortune, and authority. Yeah, because Jupiter is your ruler. Okay. So now we'll move on to the next deck. Let's see what messages come through for you with that. Might find some aspects. So far, the headline is the lunar eclipse. So yeah, clear away anything that you can, so that then you can commit after the following new moon, clear and free to move forward. Lilith wants freedom. Sag, 9th house. You know, Sag is the sign mostly associating with freedom and good luck. You know, travel, study, like higher learning, all that sort of thing. Okay, what messages for Sagittarius risers for November? What do they need to know? What would help them to get through the energies of November? Any other messages for the Sag rising? Hang on, we'll try again. There we go. Oh, that's a few actually, isn't it? Wow. Okay. Right. Okay, well these two came out first. Leo, 5th house. Did we get 5th house yet? Well, what's Leo? 9th. 9th house, of course. Semi-sextile. Well, that's trines and sextiles are good energy. 3rd house. Well, that's Gemini energy. Obviously, 3rd house is not for you in Gemini. It is in Aquarius, I think. And Venus has come through twice. Yeah. Okay. So Leo is another fire sign, as you will know already. Expressive, creative, loving, playful, warm, overt, self-confident, flirtatious, glowing, bedazzling, extroverted, vital, guileless, egotistical, juicy, proud, trusting, excessive. You've got Venus here twice, so Venus is playing a part somehow as well. But it's mainly focusing on the moon cycles, to take note of the moon and do your, well, I mean, Sagittarius usually do their own thing. They do usually like to travel faster alone, kind of thing. Semi-sextile, allowing, encourages, sees the potential in, clarifies, gives hope to, compensates, intuits, tempers, responds, cycles, grows, realizes, rewards. Venus, yeah. And third house is about communication. It's Gemini energy, and I think it touched somewhere as well on neighbours. And but see, Gemini is the opposite sign of Sag, like we were talking about before with ascendant, descendant. And so that's where you've got long distance travel, but Gemini is short distance travel, like you're in local community and that sort of thing, neighbours and siblings. Yeah. Okay, so let's look into the next deck and see if we can get any more. And having sextiles, trines and semi-sextiles, they are good aspects to have. So they're easygoing, easy flow. And Sages are generally known to be easygoing for the most part. I mean, yes, it depends on what's in your chart as well. That might change things around, but generally speaking, the Sagittarians are the easygoing of the signs, the more easygoing of the signs. Okay, this one flipped, so we'll see what that is. Oh, South Node, but it's in reverse. So we'll look into the book once I get some more messages. The South Node is always going to be the opposite to the North Node. And the South Node is what we're leaving behind. Opposition, that's also in reverse. Okay, that's interesting. Is there any other messages for the subject? Fifth house in reverse. Okay, Leo, fifth house. Okay. Oh. What's this? Sixth house. All in reverse. Okay. Sixth house is Virgo energy, and that will be in your sign of Taurus. Oops. I think that's upright, that one. And what's this? This one's upright as well. Retrograde. Well, Mars is retrograde. Okay, let's have a look and see what all this means for you. So my first thought with South Node being in reverse is that you're already moving away from it, which is exactly what you need to do anyway, so you're on point. Because they're the karmic points of the moon, the nodes, they're the moon's nodes, and the South Node we move away from, we move towards the North Node. Okay, yeah, because see, the South Node is the past. 33, let's see. Okay, South Node, it was in reverse, so we'll put it like that. Now, with the reverse position is called the challenge in this book. So the challenge says, under stress, you may fall back on familiar defenses and relive what you've always lived. Yep, relive what you've always lived. PTSD, flashbacks, and addictive habits or relationships all operate around your south node. Wow, okay. Well, what else? Addictive. Well, we haven't got Pisces or Neptune. I'm going to read the gift as well, just in case that it might make more sense for you. It might mean different things to different Sagittarius. Gift. Use this opportunity to heal triggers and patterns from the past. Take them as teaching moments and learn. Then your hard-earned skills and wisdom can help you build your future. As soon as I saw these come in reverse, I had a feeling that I might need to read at least some of them both ways. Let's see. Opposition when it's upright, but it's in reverse, so that might be better. 53, is it? 50, 51. There we go. Opposition. Now let's have a look. This one's challenge mode. This situation is an inconvenient growth opportunity, but not a punishment. Decide if it is time to build muscles or to find another path. Well, isn't that interesting? Because we've got Lilith, who wants to make her own decisions, and you're Sag rising, so you're not known for being told what to do, if that makes sense. As far as I'm aware anyway, you guys sort of do your own thing regardless. Okay, 5th house. Let's have a look and see. Okay, yeah, I will read the gift as well. This situation offers you a chance to burn through karma. If you can continually respond with compassion and If you can continually respond with compassion and tough love from your highest self, take the high road. Okay, 5th house has 43. Okay, challenge. Bring your inner adolescent out to play, but watch that it doesn't get stuck in a self-centered place, swept up in the thrill of creation, and damn the consequences. Right, okay, because Lilith is kind of about damn the consequences. So balance it, because Mars retrograde is going to make you want to go all out when perhaps just slowly move forward. I'll read the gift as well. Let your light shine. Let it be a gift to all the world. Your instructions are to play, create, love, inspire, and be glorious. The Leo energy, yeah. Okay, 6th house. Well, that's right next to it, isn't it? Yeah. Challenge. Worry can give you the illusion that you're taking care of business, but it does not further your goals. Gift. You can create a beautiful and sustainable ecosystem out of your life as you pursue a delicious, healthy work-life balance. The sextile allowing. Then we've got 12th house, upright. I think I'll just read the uprights for those two. Twelfth house, introspection. Gift. In quiet moments of prayer, meditation, and creative bliss, feel that deep connection to the source and know you are not alone. Okay, and then we've got retrograde upright, 15. Okay. Gift. Take a deep breath. This is a moment out of the ordinary flow, an opportunity to use what you've worked so hard to learn. Use your accumulated skills, knowledge, and maturity. slow, steady, and thoughtful will win this race. Yeah, because Mars is retrograde. So there is that Capricornian, Saturnian, take things as slow wherever you can. Career related. Yeah, Libra's the 10th house, isn't it, as well? So we've got a lot of 10th house career, work, relationships within career, business, perhaps. But see, you've got Venus coming up twice. And that's a good thing because it hasn't come in here as a reverse card. So, yeah, I think it's not going to be too difficult for you if you sort of take a bit of stock of your own situations or whatever. If there's anything, if you work with the moon, if there is anything that you feel you need to release, this is the gift of the lunar eclipse. Use that energy because it's going to be powerful for you. Because once you release what's holding you back, South Node, you'll be able to move forward and be in the Leo, Sag energy, Venus, the luck, the love, all coming along, and the communication. Yeah. Hopefully this makes sense. But I think, yeah, you can stand up for yourself, but be in a peaceful way where possible. Okay, so for the Sag risers, what messages from the numerology guidance cards for them? What numerology messages will help them through November, with the energies of November? What do they need to know for, I think this is one. 37, time-out. Yep, take time out to do that, to make use of this powerful lunar eclipse. It's happening around the 8th. But, I mean, like I said, we've got 3 to 6 months of this energy. So, and generally for a regular full moon, you've got like about a week to still make the use of it, the energies of a regular full moon. But yeah, so if you do release work at the moon and that sort of thing, then yes, make a special point to take the time out, do the release work so that you are clear to then commit after, commit to your dreams after the new moon. And of course, do your wishes at new moon, if you work with the moon that way. So any other numerology messages for my Sag rising friends? What do they need to know? What numerology guidance can they get help with for November? Is there any other messages they need to know for November? I don't think so. I think we're done with that. I think it's kind of sort of been a bit of a it's kind of made its point. Okay, so let's get some abundance messages for you guys. Notes of abundance from the universe. What does the universe want to tell you about abundance for you in November? What do you need? What do they need to know for November? What abundance messages can they have for November? Okay, make me go through these a bit. All right, Sagittarius rising for November. What messages? Okay. What do they need to know for November? Oops, I think they're going all over the place. I'll try one more time. Yep, there you go. First one is... Don't know if you can see it. Hopefully you can. All right. Isn't it a hoot? Of all the people in all the world who truly get it, few actually give it to themselves. Whatever it is you want, start. Give yourself compliments, praise and presents. Give yourself time, permission and love, hugs, kisses and smiles, winks, laughs and applause, and I will give you even more. Now, please, the universe. Well, there you go, yeah. Is there any other messages before we move on with the next step? Does the universe want to tell the Sagittarius rises? Is there any other messages for the Sagittarius rising? I think that, yeah, I think the point's been made. I might pull this one, though, because it's sticking out. Okay. Don't know if you can see it. Okay. Actually, it's not that you want stuff that you don't have, but that you want stuff that you think you don't have. And the best way to change this is to begin thinking that you have it. As in, oh, there's my electric fully loaded Halbatron cloud zapper. Rain, please. Is it rain? Yeah, rain, please, the universe. Yeah. Rain, gifts from the universe. Look, you've got Venus twice. So, yeah, so you're going to have abundance. Okay, so now we're looking to messages from the guardian angels for you to finish this. Hopefully it won't cut out. What messages from the guardian angels for the Sagittarius rising people? Sagittarius rising friends, what do they need to know? What does the guardian angels want Sagittarius risers to know? Ooh. Wow, okay. All right. Is there any other messages? Yep. Oh! Okay, and this guy's sticking out too. All right. Okay. All right, we'll go with this one. And that thing go there, 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 and that one did come first, but I think I'll end on it for you, hopefully in time. Okay, guilt. You do not need another's approval to feel worthy of love. Regardless of what you've done or what you think you failed to do, from your soul's perspective, there's neither right nor wrong. Every experience in life is here to help you expand your awareness of love. You know about expansion. You're Sag rising. Jupiter is your ruler. Expand your awareness of love so that you may embrace ever greater spheres of wisdom. You've done nothing wrong. Yeah, exactly. Prayer. Dear guardian angel, to you I pray, when I'm fearful, well, that's Saturn, 10th house. When I'm fearful, help me remember that only love is real. When I'm lost, help me to find my way. When I'm confused, help me to regain clarity. When I feel lonely, help me feel your loving presence. Where I perceive chaos, help me to see order. Thank you. Yeah, because the chaos, will seem stronger because of the eclipses and because of the Mars retro. Courage. And you had Leo. Leo is known for courage, fire sign with the courage. Dare to be different, to make mistakes. Create, for it is in creation that you exist. In this world of dreams that stem from the eternal heart, you are one with all creation. All is possible. Go forth and be true to yourself. There's Lilith again. For it is only through being true to you that you can be true to others. And then we've got healing. Listen to your heart. Love is the greatest healer. It has the capacity to balance and heal your emotions, thoughts and perceptions, which in turn will heal you physically. Your angels are here with you and will help dissolve your fears. Trust in the power of love to guide you, and your life will magically transform. This card is confirming that healing is occurring right now. Wow. And finally, we'll end with this one. Expression. Leos know all about that. Yes, you're Sag rising, but 5th house, Leo. Your 5th house isn't in Leo. It's in Aries, another fire sign. Boom. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's Aries, I'm pretty sure. Express how you feel clearly, lovingly, and honestly without fear or judgment. Say it exactly as it is. Well, that's pretty much, Sag is pretty much, this is how it is kind of thing. You're not going to sugarcoat things. All will be resolved when you express to others how you truly feel. Trust in the power of life to guide you and heal all concerned. Self-expression is liberating and healing. Bam, heal, 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 heal. Yeah. Clear any upsets for yourself so that you can heal yourself, move forward. Put your wishes and your hopes and your goals and dreams into the new moon, and then do it again at the first quarter. Okay. I really hope I've made sense with all this. But yeah, you've got Venus there and the sextile. So yes, there's an opposition. Check out what might be in opposition in your chart. Yeah, I think the 6th house is also about the healing side of things for you as well. So with that, I wish you all the best for November, and that you move forward in strides with your healing, because, see, you can still work with Mars retrograde. Doesn't mean that everything stops. Just means you've just got to be a bit slower with it all and not try to push too quickly. But you'll get there. You definitely will. You've got Venus twice. Fantastic. Yay. I wish you all the best. And till next time, take care. Bye-bye.